Awesome. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. So happy to see you all. Hope that you had a nice break. We missed you, but we're glad that we're starting up again tonight. We are going to get started lying down on our backs in Shavasana. And we will start with those ab exercises for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and lie all the way down on your back, Shavasana. Start in Shavasana, end in Shavasana. Let me start our music. You can hear that. Okay. So we'll just lie all the way down, stretching your legs out long, and then resting your arms down by your side. If it feels okay for you, go ahead and close your eyes to start class. And just begin to notice your breath in and out of your body. Notice how your body feels. Just lying here on the floor. A lot of yoga is bringing awareness to yourself, to your body, to your physical body, to your thoughts, to your breath. We'll start with a few breaths together. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. On a breath in, you're going to fill the space underneath the hand where your belly is. Fill that all the way up. Keep breathing in. Fill the space behind your heart. Hold it. And then slowly breathe it out through your mouth. Breathe in, fill your belly. Breathe in through your nose. Fill your heart. Hold. And then this time, slowly breathe out like you're blowing out a candle. Empty the space behind your heart. And then your belly. One last time like that. Breathe in, belly, heart, hold. Breathe out, heart, belly, empty. All right. Let's blink our eyes open. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, straight arms, kind of like you're holding something in front of you. Imagine that you're holding like a big block in front of you. Really engage all the muscles in your arms and your hands and your fingers. And then imagine that you're keeping the same space between your hands and you're bringing that big block or box behind your head. So you're using your muscles as you take a big stretch. And then keeping your hands the same, that imaginary box, bring it back up, bring your arms back up towards the ceiling. And then once more like that, keep that imaginary box and then reach your straight arms and your hands back over your head, flat to the floor. And then use your belly to help bring your arms back up. All right, we will start class today with a few ab exercises to strengthen our core muscles. So here we go, we're gonna get started. Plant your feet on the floor, knees bent, your back stays on the floor to start. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Lift one leg up straight, and then lift the other leg straight up in the air. So you have both legs straight up in the air. Now it's okay if you bend your knees here. You don't have to be perfectly straight. When you're here, you're focusing on making sure that your lower back is on the floor, natural curve in your spine. You're engaging the muscles of your legs, and you're engaging your belly, your core muscles, right? So your legs are lifted, your core is engaged. Now this might feel like enough, right? This is a good exercise as it is. If you want more, reach your hands back behind you, behind your head. And we're going to lower our left leg. Keep your right leg straight and up. Lower your left leg straight all the way down. And then hover it a little bit above the floor. And then switch. It's kind of like you're scissoring with your legs. Bring the left leg back up. Now switch. Right leg down and straight. If you're like, oh, this is too much, you can bend your legs. Left leg, reach it forward, straight and down. Reach it back up. The slower the movement, the more control you have, the more you work your core muscles. Right leg down. Reach that right leg back up. Nice job. Left leg down. Whew. Reach the left leg back up. Last one. Right leg down. Reach them both back up. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll do one more exercise. You might do these in maybe a different exercise class, but we call them yogi bicycles or yoga bicycles. So basically what it is you bring your hands back behind your head and you lift up your shoulders. And then you're going to pedal out your feet like you're riding a bicycle. And then you tap your opposite elbow to the opposite knee. So you're bicycling the air, and then you're using your stomach and your core and your back muscles to tap elbow to knee, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Ready? We'll do 10 of those. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Whew. And rock a little bit side to side. And then maybe you're ready to come on up to a seat. So you can rock and roll up and down, or you can just roll over and sit all the way up. And we'll come to a seated position. Nice job. All right, you might be feeling a little warmer now that we did those ab exercises. Feels nice. Okay, find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. Imagine your sit bone, or the root of the base of your spine, rooting down into the ground, and the top of your head reaching up as high as it can go. Allow for space in your spine. Sweep your arms out, wide and up. Palms touch overhead. Hands to your heart. And down by your sides. One more like that. Sweep your arms out. Big sweeping motion. Hands up. And hands to your heart. One more. Reach those arms out and up. Sweeping motion. Take up space. Maybe look up. This time, cactus out your arms. Big stretch. Big stretch across the chest. Nice job. Bring those arms down. Okay. Take your left hand and bring it back behind your left hip. I'm going to do a gentle twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Sit up tall and then gently twist around yourself. Imagine your spine is wringing itself out like a towel. Now this is the beginning of class, so just a gentle twist. Don't force or push anything. Take a deep breath in, get a little bit taller. Breathe it out. One more breath here. And out. And then slowly and carefully unwind, come back to center. And then take your right hand by your right hip. Reach your left hand to your right knee. Sit up nice and tall, long spine, and then gently twist to the right. Deep breath in, get a little bit taller. And a breath out. One more like that. Deep breath in. And a breath out. And then slowly come back to center. Nice job. All right. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Flip your palms. Press your hands forward and up. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders, you can bend your, excuse me, you can bend your elbows a little bit. But if it feels okay, straight arms. And now imagine that you are going to paint a circle on the ceiling with your palms and slowly move your body in that circular motion, opening up space in your rib cage and your spine, your sides, one direction. Cactus your arms out, big cactus stretch, and then bring your hands down to your palms or to your knees. All right, we're gonna go the opposite direction. See if you can interlace your fingers with the uncomfortable interlace, right? So there's normally a way that we always interlace our fingers, and that's what's comfortable. Try the other way. It's important to do both. Flip those palms, bring them up and overhead. Big stretch. Circular motions in the other direction. And if you're like, I don't remember, then you're like me because I don't remember which way it went, so I'm going to try both just to see what feels nice right now. One direction, maybe try the other. And then pause and cactus out your arms. Big, 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 big stretch. Nice job. Okay. Swing your hands to one side, swing your hips around, and come to tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Tabletop position. Your feet can be tops of the feet flat on the floor, or if it's more comfortable for you to tuck your toes, that's fine too. So see what feels good. If your feet are down, maybe pat them out a little bit. Pat the tops of your feet. And then press down into all 10 fingers and then all 10 toes. See how long you can make your spine from your tailbone all the way to the top of your head. Look a little bit forward, right? Not down at your hands. You want a nice long neck. Here, notice your belly, notice your stomach muscles, engage them. So that means that you're imagining that you're pulling your belly button up in towards your spine. You might notice, kind of let that release, and then engage your belly buttons, navel, belly button to spine. You'll notice that you are using your stomach muscles a little more then. All right. On a breath in, drop your belly, arch your tail, lift your tailbone, lift your head for cow. Breath out, arch your spine, drop your head, tuck your tailbone. Breathe in, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your head. Breathe out, curl your spine. Breathe in for cow. Breathe out for cat. Breathe in for cow. Breathe out for cat. All right. I want everyone to tuck their toes. We're gonna do a little foot stretch. Now this might be intense, you might not like it, but give it a try. You're gonna tuck your toes. That means that your toes are gonna be kind of under you on the floor, right? And then you're gonna come back and see if you can sit up on your toes. This is not a stretch we do often, right? It's not a part of our body that gets a lot of stretch, but we hold a lot of tension in our feet, right? And so this is a good way to release it. If you can look down, you can even adjust your baby toe. Sometimes that one doesn't quite get all the way under tucked. And if you're like, oh, that hurts, come off of it a little bit. Just go as far as you can to get a good stretch in the bottom of your feet. And when you're like, okay, that's good, come on back to tabletop. All right. Stretch your left leg out. Circle out your left foot and your left ankle. Bend that knee, and we're gonna stamp the ceiling 10 times. So you're engaging your leg and your butt muscles. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice job, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Bring both your knees back down. This time, untuck toes, sit back on your hips. Sit your hips back. Stretch your hands forward. 4. Child's pose. Rest your head down. Take a few deep breaths here. And when you're ready, come back up to tabletop position. We'll do the opposite side. Stretch your right leg out. Circle out your right foot and your right ankle. Bend your right knee, and we're going to stamp the ceiling 10 times. Notice your belly. Notice if you're engaging your core, right? Are you pulling your belly button towards your spine? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, make fists with both your hands. Fists with both of your hands to protect your wrists. We're going to do our swimming motions with our arms to open up the sides of the waist and our shoulders. We'll start with our left arm. Reach that left arm forward, straight up and back. Big swimming motion. Place that left hand back down, that left fist. Switch hands, right arm, reach forward, up and back. Big sweeping motion, right hand down. Follow your hand with your eyes, left arm, right up, back, and down. Nice job. Reach that right hand forward, up and back. Once more each side, left arm, reach forward, up, and back. And then your right hand forward, up, and back. Okay, we are going to come to standing position. So if you want to come through downward dog, you can tuck your toes, lift your hips, lift your knees, 4, downward facing dog. If you're like, no thanks, you can meet us in a standing mountain pose, Tadasana. If you're in downward dog, bend your knees a lot, and then bring them a little more straight. Bend your knees a lot, a little more straight. Maybe pedal out your heels, bend one knee and then the other, and then walk your feet up to meet your hands, and slowly roll all the way up to a standing position, Tadasana, or mountain pose. All right. Bring your arms straight down by your side. All right, we're gonna do a few sun salutations. Are you ready? Reach your arms out and up, big sweeping motion, palms touch overhead, hands to your heart. Let me just adjust my camera so you can see me better. Okay. Reach your arms out and up, big sweeping motion, look up, palms touch, hands to your heart, and down by your sides. Reach your arms out and up. And this time, as your hands come through your chest, bend your knees and slowly fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then slowly roll all the way up. Stand up. And then reach your arms out and up. Palms touch. Hands to your heart. Nice job. Okay. Come to standing at the back of your mat. Okay. We're going to start with a chair pose. So find your feet. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Arms forward. Arms up. For chair pose. Hold it. Imagine you're sitting in a chair. And then reach all the way up. Palms touch. Stand up. Straighten your legs. Hands to your heart. Hands to your hips. Okay. Take a giant step forward with your right foot. And then seal your back heel down. We're going to come to warrior number 2. So hips are more open for warrior number 2. We're not forcing anything. Your back leg is neutral. That means you're not pressing or pulling it in any way. It's just how it is. And then your right leg is a little bit open, right? So your right leg is open. Your chest is open. It's more of a twist, right? So the twist is coming from your upper spine and not from your lower spine. You want to make sure that your knees are right over your ankle for your right leg, and your back toes are at an angle up. Very good. Arms come straight out by your sides, nice and strong. Warrior number 2. See if you can notice your stomach muscles here. Can you engage your stomach muscles? Can you pull your navel to your spine? Can you also take a deep breath in and then a big sigh out? A lot to think about in yoga poses, right? That's what makes them interesting year after year after year. There's always something new to think about. All right, flip your front palm, bring it up and back for peaceful warrior. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up. Side angle pose. Bring all yourself back up. Straighten your legs. And then take a big giant step up to the other side of your mat. And we're going to turn around, go the opposite direction. Opposite leg, opposite direction. Shake that out. All right. We're going to start with a chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips, reach your arms forward. And if that feels good, you can reach your arms up. You don't have to, but you can. Hold the pose. Notice your belly here. Are you using it or are you sticking it out? There you go. And then stand up, straighten your legs, reach up tall. Hands to your heart. Hands to your hips. Okay, I just want to make sure you can see my feet. All right, this time, take a giant step forward with your left leg. So opposite leg. Whoop. Back heel, you're gonna seal that down, right? that leg should feel pretty natural, right? You're kind of going forward a little bit, right? And then your front foot, your left foot, you're gonna bend into that knee, and that knee should be tracking right over your ankle. You don't want it coming in or going out or going too far forward past your toes, because that's how you injure a knee. But if your bones are stacked right on top of each other, that's the safest thing. Notice your belly. Are you engaging your muscles? And then finally, reach your arms out. Look over those front left fingers. Warrior number 2. Do you remember that feeling in the beginning of class when we were pretending to hold that imaginary box and we were using all of the muscles in our arms? Try to make your arms feel like that now. Engage all the muscles as if you're holding up an imaginary box. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth side out. Flip that front palm and reach it up and back for peaceful warrior. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh and reach your right arm up for side angle. Side angle pose. And then bring yourself all the way back up, straighten all your limbs, and then bring your feet together and shake it out. Nice job. Just check the time here. Okay. All right, let's do one more round of that, and we're gonna go a little faster, okay? So come to the original starting side. One movement, one breath. So we're gonna go a little faster. Are you ready? Bend your knees, sink your hips. Breathe in, lift your arms. Breathe out. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, hands to heart. Breathe in, hands to hips. Breathe out, giant step forward. Breathe in, fix your feet. Breathe out, warrior number 2. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, stay. Breathe in, flip your front palm, reach it up and back. Breathe out, peaceful warrior. Breathe in, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Lift the left arm up, breathe out. Hold the pose here, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, come all the way back up. Breathe out. Breathe in, bring your feet back together. Breathe out, go ahead and turn around. Here we go, chair pose. Breathe in, bend your knees, sink your hips. Lift your arms. Breathe out. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Breathe in, hands to your hips. Breathe out, take a giant step forward. Left foot. Breathe in, fix your feet. Breathe out, bend into your knees. Breathe in, find your arms, warrior number 2. Hold the pose. Breathe in, flip your front palm, reach it up and back. Breathe out. Breathe in, left forearm to left thigh. Reach your arm up, breathe out. Hold the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come all the way up to stand. Breathe in. Bring your feet back together. Breathe out. Shake it out. All right. We're gonna do some good stretching on the floor. So we're gonna come to a seat on the floor. So just go ahead and sit all the way up. All right, once you're here, you can stretch your feet out in front of you. Bend your knees a little bit to give your legs and your lower back some support. Maybe you can stretch your toes. See how wide you can stretch your toes out. And then reach your arms forward and up. Take a deep breath in, and then with a long spine, breathe out, fold forward. And when you've gone as far forward as you can, you feel good and comfortable. Let your head and your neck relax. Allow your body to relax into the forward fold. Remember to breathe deeply here. We tend to breathe more shallowly, take smaller breaths in forward folds. But if we do that, we miss out on the opportunity for some good stretching in places we don't normally pay attention to. And then slowly roll all the way back up. Nice job. Okay. Swing your hips around and then gently roll slowly all the way down onto your back. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the floor. Reach your left leg up straight. Open your hip, bend your knee, and place your left ankle over your right thigh for figure 4. A gentle hip opening stretch. If this feels good, stay here. If you want a little more stretch, reach your hands forward for your right thigh and see if you can hug that right thigh a little bit closer to your chest. If you're choosing this, make sure your spine is long. You're not taking your tailbone with you, right? Your tailbone stays on the floor. Your hip and your left leg stay open. And take some deep breaths here. Fill in that space in your hip. Allow your body to start to soften and relax. And then when you're ready, gently lift your left leg up, maybe wiggle it out, and then place that left foot on the floor. Switch sides. Reach your right leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, and place your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4. Notice how that feels. Maybe you'd like a little more stretch. You reach forward with your hands and you grab the back of your left thigh, bringing your knee and your thigh closer to your body. Your spine stays long, your tailbone stays on the ground. You will notice the difference in where you feel the stretch when you do that. Try both. Right? Breathe deeply into this hip and respect differences in the sides. Nobody is perfect, right? And so we all have different sides that are maybe more tight than others. They need a little more attention. And allow yourself to give yourself that more attention, right? Maybe you need to stay a little bit longer in a stretch on one side, and that's okay. And then gently lift that leg back up. Hug both your knees into your chest. Big squeeze, big hug. And then gently rock side to side. When your knees drop close to the right side of your body, drop them over. Allow them to fall to the floor. And then reach your arms out like a T. Spinal twist, gentle twist. Just like we were doing at the beginning of class when we were sitting, only this one's a little bit deeper. Because you can use the weight of your legs to do the twist. Take a deep breath in here, fill all the way up. Big sigh out. Come back to center. Reset your spine. Let it relax in neutral. And then gently allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Tee your arms out. Spinal twist. This is another one of those places you might notice a big difference in your sides. Maybe one side feels a little less comfortable. If that's the case, more deep breaths on that side. Bring both your knees back up into your chest. Big final squeeze. And then extend your legs long. Extend your arms down by your sides. Maybe you close your eyes. We'll do one last thing together. We'll take a deep breath in through our nose, fill all the way up, hold it. Breathe in a little bit more air and hold that. And open your mouth, big sigh out. Shavasana. No more effort. Just rest. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take deeper breaths in to your body. Maybe plant one foot on the floor and the other foot. Maybe you reach your arms up and over your head. Big stretch. Allow your body to roll to one side. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Sit up straight. See how tall you can make your spine. Feel your hands at your heart center. Thank you for sharing in this practice with me. I bow to you. Namaste. Nice job, everybody. So good to see you all.